What is it like for migrants in deportation detention in the European Union? This is Estonia's detention center for rejected asylum seekers. When they arrive, their fingerprints are taken outside.
So this is the first place where we are checking the foreigners' personal items. We will see what are allowed, what are not allowed items we will put in the locker. And usually we don't have any...
Next, people's documents are checked and they receive information about rights and rules in their own language. They also have their photographs taken and have to fill out a medical questionnaire. Asylum seekers then spend up to 48 hours in isolation.
So this is a closed cell for foreigners.
Until a medical screening clears them to move to the open section, where each person has a room to themselves. Asylum seekers have access to a range of activities.
Sports courses, we didn't have them earlier. Music groups, they can learn English, Estonian. They have a lot to do. Different section foreigners can meet because of these joint activities.
From 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., they can spend as much time outside as they like. Detainees can also get a smartphone free of charge, but they have to buy a SIM card. A nurse is on site each day, and a doctor is present up to 3 times per week. Detainees can also make an appointment to see a psychologist who comes at least once a week. Tenaf says the facility has seen a series of improvements over the past few years.
The first thing is more communication with their relatives, their families. So we have put the Skype, we have given them mobile phones, smartphones. We have given them more space, more freedom. We have turned off the lights in night time, that it will make less stress.
Tenaf says addressing mental health and radicalization, as well as raising cultural awareness among prison staff, are the top priorities.
The most biggest problem for foreigners is loneliness. We can see because of the language barrier. The more the foreigner is connected with some kind of activity, the more the foreigners can contact with their relatives, with attorneys, with NGOs, the less problems we have.
In June, a Russian asylum seeker committed suicide at the center after his asylum request was rejected. Tenaf says guards have to strike a balance between respecting privacy and maintaining security.
We started an investigation. Did we do everything okay or was something wrong? We found out that we did everything we could. The only case we could keep the suicide away was when I had to put my officer to the cell. We must keep foreigners' privacy, and we can't check them like 24/7, always when the person is going to the toilet, to the shower.
Estonian Human Rights Center staff regularly monitor the facility. They say the benefits of allowing privacy and switching off the cameras outweigh the risks.
Cameras inside of the rooms where people are sleeping are not actually allowed. They shouldn't be allowed. So it's absolutely okay and the right thing to do to switch off the cameras inside of the rooms because they are not criminals.
Ponomarjova recently visited a detention center in the city of Daugavpils in neighboring Latvia. She says the situation for asylum seekers at Estonia's detention center is better overall.
The building is new. Daugavpils building is not new. In Estonia, they have detainees have more like room to go outside and time to go outside. They have mobile phones during the day.
Unlike Latvia and Lithuania, Estonia is not on the Belarus route commonly used by African and Middle Eastern migrants. As a result, only around 5% of asylum seekers in Estonia come from those regions. The most common nationalities at the deportation detention center are Russians and Belarusians. Rejected asylum seekers can be detained for up to 18 months, but the average is 2 to 4 months. Deportations to home countries on commercial flights are also planned from here. Only between 50 and 40% of the 123 spaces are usually occupied. Tenaf says the facility will continue to undergo improvement.
I'm going to be honest, there are a lot that we can change much better in, like, let's say in the next year. Let's say maybe we can make bigger our library, maybe we can make some new joint activities, maybe we can give more space, freedom, whatever. So it takes time, but we're ready to go.